Hi, I'm John Everett Fine, and I'm a member of the Patriot chapter of the Sons of the American Revolution here in Austin. I'm their chapter registrar. I'm the one all the applications for membership goes through. I help people find their missing documents and help them get their application put together so that it will succeed in being approved. But I've had a number of ancestors, but one that seems to stand out a lot is this man named Samuel Adams. And yes, he was part of the Adams family, but not the famous one. And he was born in Braintree and then lived in Dedham, Massachusetts. When that Lexington and Concord came, the alarm came out and he marched with his town militia and met the British in Alexandria during their retreat. And after that, he was involved in the siege of Boston. And the whole ramparts with the cannons that were put up ended up simulating their surrender. He enlisted in the 3rd Massachusetts, and first place they went off to, well, they went north. They went north. He was part of the Quebec campaign, up all the way to Quebec and Lake Champlain, up through there, through Ticonderoga, and so on. He was at the Battle of Trois-Rivières, and he was part of the retreat back down, and was part of the battle at Valcour Island. Yes. And that's very important. It was the first naval battle of the war, really, and the Patriots lost it technically, but it was a very important delay that kept the British from advancing into farther south. They had plans to go through western New York and to outflank us, basically, but it was delayed for a year. And that delay is what ended up in the Battle of Saratoga. And my ancestor was at that as well. He was part of the whole army until just after Valley Forge. He was through Valley Forge as well. He quit, got out of the army, went back and married his sweetheart and moved and started his homestead in New Hampshire. But right at the end, 1st New Hampshire was called back into service. He was part of Scammell's brigade, and they were part of the march down to Yorktown. He was at Yorktown at the surrender. So it's rather impressive. This is all the benefit of some research that was done by the town historian there in New Hampshire, and quite grateful to him for that. He later on filed and got a pension from the United States government for his service, his long service. At Yorktown, he wanted to go home, of course, after all that time. He ended up paying another man $2 to take over the rest of his enlistment and went home. So it was pretty easy to get out, apparently. If you had $2, you can do that. That's a pretty good story, I think. So that's about all I have on him. I got a lot of other stories, of course, as many people do. Thanks.